Warning! This video contains rumors, speculation, strong opinions, and a Mad Max. And I'm really mad this time because if there was any question of what way the MCU was going after this week and after this announcement, it's pretty clear. They have an endgame, and it's a SJW endgame. We're in for a battle. Star Wars, they killed it. But MCU was doing so good that it's going to take them a while to get it through their numb, thick skulls that this is the wrong way to go. But we have a lot to talk about in this episode. And I got to say, when I'm right, I have to point it out. Here is the thumbnail and video. I'm going to have a link for it. I made 7 months ago. Check this video out. I will provide the link in the description. In the video, I speculate how there is something fishy about how fast Disney fired Gunn publicly, how it was most likely a scam, which I 100% believe now, and that he eventually would come back. How they made the announcement right away, like ripping off a Band-Aid, so when they hire him back, it will be like they are doing it for the fans. What baloney! But that's what's happening. Along with the rehired James Gunn campaign being overly produced so much, it almost was like the Disney marketing department was behind it, which I believe they were and are. It's a big scam. And I called it 7 months ago. If you don't believe me, check out that video. And I have to say, right on the money, unfortunately. Because now we know for sure what the endgame is. It's the MCU and a social justice warrior infused MCU. Guess what? It was fun while it lasted. They double down, so should we. Now, I believe in redemption, but it's harder when it's with hypocrites. And that's why I was against James Gunn being rehired. James Gunn was the first to throw stones when he had probably the most skeletons in his closet. Along with Volume 2 being a huge step down from the first Guardians movie. That was actually my main reason for wanting him gone. He didn't create the characters. They were there before him. I'm sick of SJWs latching on to existing properties and acting like they are the creators of them. Sure, he helped make it popular, that's for sure, but in no way does he deserve this much credit. This isn't Nolan. He still has a lot to prove in his movie career. So I saw it coming a mile away, but what I didn't see was the timing. We shouldn't be surprised, though. If they were going to do it, this is the time to announce it. You know why? Because they know Captain Marvel's Weekend 2 box office is gonna go off a cliff. If you know Disney, they like to announce stuff to gloss over what's happening. So, it's the Weekend 2 for Captain Marvel, and what's everyone talking about? James Gunn being back. Disney shill apologists are already releasing articles saying Weekend 2 doesn't need to be great. It also emboldens the SJW mob to try and sell a few more tickets, making them think it's now their MCU. If there was any question where they're heading, we now have the answer. It's the Captain's. This is how this week went. Captain's Marvel bloated box office debut, where most likely Disney bought their own tickets with their marketing budget to get those big headlines. Opening weekend, #1 in the world. Avengers Endgame trailer ends with a marvelous ending with a plank of wood at the end. And now the Gunn announcement, which they were scamming the public the whole time. Scamming it, acting like there's not a double standard in Hollywood. But there is, and this is proof of it. Disney marketing department is dangerous. And there's more videos to come on that. That's right, Callie, they're dangerous. They pump more into the marketing department and more millions and millions of dollars to do their scamming of the public reaction, Rotten Tomatoes, all this leaning of reactions with their social media reaction friends, creating the environment they want to trick the public into seeing generic, mediocre, factory-produced movies. And this is my response to this nonsense. It's DC time. Overconfidence, hypocrisy, and underestimating the consumer. Underestimating us. That will be their downfall. Because not only will it come back to bite them in the butt, there's always going to be a better option in the theaters. DC is getting a spark of life with Aquaman, Shazam, Wonder Woman, the Joker. And you know why? Because they're just focusing on the characters. Not all this other junk. It's DC's time. And the other part of this is, it's now 100% certainty that Brie Larson will appear in Guardians 3. They will probably do some type of combo movie like Thor Ragnarok, Captain Marvel, and Guardians 3. I want to hear from you viewers. What are you going to do after hearing this news? I know one thing. Oh, and please comment below. And I'm going to put a poll in this video that's a very important poll because I'm going to share the results in another video. Now that you hear, after this week of Captain Marvel box office, the new Endgame trailer with the plank of wood at the end, and the James Gunn rehiring, are you sticking with the MCU, or are you moving on to the DC movie universe? And that's the poll I'm going to put, and I'm going to share it with the public. And I might tag Marvel Studios on that video. So I am planning to see every DC movie coming to theaters the next year. The next few years, actually. But I can no longer say the same for the MCU. Do you think I was right that it was a scam to begin with? That this was going to happen regardless? I think so. I think it was just publicly made that way right away so they act like they don't have a double standard, but there is. They fire him right away because they were going to announce his return and acting like it was because the fans wanted it. Baloney. They were going to do what they're going to do. The facts show otherwise. Are you happy he's back? Does time heal all wounds? Well, it does depending on your politics. And I don't like politics. I'm not for either. So I really am interested to hear your thoughts on this. And please, if you can, go back, check out that video. It's more in-depth. And tell me your thoughts on it. How close was I? There's more to come. I was going to work on... This was not my planned video today. I was going to work on the dirty deeds of Disney and how they obtain those box office numbers, part 2. So if you're still waiting for that, and I have some Star Wars videos coming up that should be really, you should be really into. I have a lot going on behind the scenes here, working on a lot of videos, and if you have ideas for videos, please let me know. I still can't believe it. They actually announced it. Mainly, I was hoping for a fresh director for Guardians 3 because there's a lot of potential there. And I think it's probably just going to be another letdown to me. All right. Well, I'll Catch you on the next video. And don't forget to vote in that poll. Bye.